Young Metro, don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
Hello, everybody. It is the Erica Thomas Show, and we are so excited to be here today. We have so in store for you. We've got a huge segment at the beginning called Hip Hop and Politics. We're going to be having some special guests, and then we have kids politics coming up after that. We've got some famous kids that have their own brand and are doing some amazing things. And also, they're going to be talking about politics. So I would love to hear that. I'm ready. I'm excited about that. We've got the word of the week. We've got Erica's to come in store. Make sure you stay tuned and don't touch that dial. So first, coming up right now, we are going to introduce my very first guest. It's crazy because I know this guest. This is my very first guest, and I know this guest because I met her maybe a couple weeks ago, but turned out that she went to school with my sister, so I knew her all along. She probably was babysitting me, and I didn't even know it. But today,
I feel like I would know.
Oh my goodness, we have an amazing guest. We have Rolanda. Can we give it up for Rolanda? Give her little claps right there. Rolanda, this is the famous Rolanda. She has her own podcast. Yep, give it up for her. She has her own podcast out here. It's called Out Cheer. Out Cheer with her brother, Lil Duval.
Yes.
Lil Duval out here. Out Cheer. Out Cheer. I'm saying it right?
Out Cheer.
Out Cheer.
Out Cheer. You got it. Where you from?
I'm from everywhere.
Okay.
You know I used to live in Duval.
That's right.
Come
on
you
should
now.
know this.
How to say
Duval
out
say we out here. Come on now, we out you.
Okay. Come on now. Don't make me have to start. I might start. No, I'm just messing with you. But we are so excited to have Rolanda on today. She's going to be living her best life.
I ain't going back and forth with you.
Hey, bleep, bleep, bleep. She's going to be living her best life out here with us today. I am so excited to have her. And I know my sister's probably watching this. Yes, this is your classmate. I don't know if y'all got along when y'all was in high school though, because she was bougie. She was a cheerleader. She was bougie.
You told me, I can't remember. Well, she was a cheerleader. She was probably a good girl, but you told me a name and I didn't identify her as one of the hoes. So
oh Lord, well that's good. Thank God, thank God. In the name of Jesus.
Because there's certain names. Oh,
well, thank you Jesus
Shakita,
for that. Not
yeah,
Shakita.
that's your sister.
Lakeisha. Okay, no, thank you Jesus for that. Amen. In the name of Jesus, honey. This is the day that the Lord has made. All right, and then we also have another guest today, Nicole Buffon.
Yes.
That is an elegant name. Oh, my goodness.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I love that Buffon. Honey, I might have to change my name to that, honey, so I can live my best life. You know, I
is
like
that French? It sounds
French.
French.
It absolutely is. Nicole Antoinette Buffon. Dominican, close.
Oh, I've been in Dominican Republic.
No, not Dominican Republic.
Okay.
Dominica is a French-speaking island,
oh.
so it was a French colonized island.
See,
so
you
different from the Dominican
You
Republic.
come on the Erica Thomas Show, and you get cultured. Nobody who even knew about Dominica.
My daddy.
Obviously. And so you get culture. You learn new words like ouchia.
It's like instead of saying daiquiri, my name is Dakari. It's pretty much probably the same.
I love it. I love
try to put a spin on the same thing.
I love it. So, I everybody should definitely check out your podcast. I listen to it. You are hilarious. You and your brother are hilarious. I know we wanted to definitely have him call in today, but he's living his best life in the Bahamas.
That's right.
He's living his best life. He need to give us a shout out, though.
He bought a house, and I bought a house. We pretty much bought it at the same time. It was kind of rewarding. So he bought his second house in the Bahamas. So I'm looking forward to that for Christmases for myself.
But am I going to be able to live my best life? Because I mean, it's a house out there, brother. Now, come on, brother.
Come on, I'm
coming.
We coming.
Okay, now I'm coming on out there, honey, to live my best life, honey. He done made a song about it so he can live his best life. She just bought her house here, and she living her best life.
Yep.
And and that's how we do it. And so Nicole, a little bit about Nicole. She is the Georgia chapter president of Minorities for Medical Marijuana. So we're gonna get into that a little bit. We ain't gonna talk too much. Now I might have to put a bleep on Rolanda's mouth, honey, before we get out here talking about all this. But I know she's gonna.
Because I don't do marijuana. I work. I have a job.
Amen.
And I am a very great employee.
Amen.
So I don't dabble in stuff.
No,
like
we
that.
don't. We don't unless it's.
But
legal.
I have opinions. I can always have opinions.
Okay, there it is.
There
We
you
like
go.
that. So we're going to dive right into it. This segment is called Hip Hop and Politics. So, when you think about hip hop and you think about the political part about it, you also talk about marijuana. Everybody's always talking about that. Let me tell y'all something. When I go to a high school class, I went to a high school class, South Cobb High School, and I was going there to teach a coding class. And I asked them, what was your number one question you have for me as your state representative? Do you know what they said?
Who do you know?
No. When you gonna legalize marijuana?
Oh.
I said,
guess that
oh
would
my
make sense 'cause we
goodness,
talking about
these
marijuana.
kids are just off the chain today. They didn't ask me, how do I get a good job, or can I do some entrepreneuring? They want to know when we gonna legalize it.
Well,
What grade
that
was
leads
this?
to good jobs.
Okay.
It's a way to start a business.
Come on, sell it.
Well, I mean, it's the truth.
Okay.
It's no convincing what it does to the economy, what it has done to the economy, what it is continuing to do to the economy.
Okay.
Creating jobs for sure.
Jobs, because Georgia's the number one place to do business.
Well, it's a crop. It's an agricultural crop,
Agriculture.
and we could talk about cannabis, but nobody's talking about hemp. And those kids, those kids that you're talking to, think that cannabis. Oh, that's the cool thing because we can use that and get high. But hemp can make paper and clothes
yeah.
and rope and sails and shoes, and the list goes
Everything.
on and on.
I'm
so
telling you can have a
that's where
hemp
the
jacket.
money is, and that's where the jobs come in. It really
Okay.
does.
I actually talked to my brother. I was like, because my brother actually came out. He came out as a weed smoker about a year ago.
Oh, was it a year ago? Is that when we knew?
No, actually, he really didn't smoke. He doesn't smoke or drink. I never known him to smoke or drink. I think he maybe smoked at his 30th birthday or drank rather. So he came out the premiere of his movie Grow House.
And when was that?
I think it was last year.
Okay.
So, but I was talking to him and I was like, we should look into having like some type of like a shop or something like that. And I'm a big creating experience type of thing. So like a hookah lounge, smoke shop type thing. But then, on Netflix, they also have that new show where you can cook. They like cooking different foods. And these are like 5-course meals that they're making actually.
What is this? What show is this on Netflix?
Like serving high, getting high.
It's the same concept that
Okay.
Martha and Snoop have, right?
Okay.
So it's the
are
same
they-
basic concept.
Are there food?
of-
Is there food like marijuana based?
No, it's
Oh.
not. But the
Okay.
difference between you making
It
edible
probably is.
butter. Well, they're smoking. They're consuming while they're actually doing it. But the difference between them using a can of butter versus regular butter is just a matter of infusing the butter. So
Okay.
it's not like you put the actual plant inside the
And
food.
you actually learn a lot on this show. Like it tell you, like you
Explains
can't
to
get
you.
high from eating it or something like that.
Well,
And-
you
ooh,
can get high from
Well,
eating it.
they have this subject matter expert on there. He's a weed expert. But another thing that I heard that was really interesting is that lemonade can take away your high. I didn't know. You
Well,
know
I don't
that?
smoke, so I don't
According
know
to the
about that.
show, I mean, but that could be like a Wikipedia.
But if I was
type
to
of-
break my back or something,
Well, lemonade that has CBD in it. Okay, so that's what CBD
they didn't
does.
say that.
That's what CBD does. And
Okay.
CBD.
all right, we gonna reel it on in, honey,
Okay.
because we gonna have everybody out here, trying to say Erica's told them how to put it in their lemonade, and I did not condone you putting it in your lemonade unless it is prescribed by your doctor.
Right.
Okay, please let it be prescribed by your doctor.
Dr. Erica.
No, I'm not. Oh, see, that's why I cannot. Not Dr. Erica.
It sounds sexy though. You don't want to be Dr. Erica.
I do want to be Dr. Erica, but I don't want to be Dr. Erica giving people illegal things. That's
You're
what I'm
right.
saying.
You're right.
No,
I
see,
get
but
it.
CBD is legal. See?
Okay.
CBD is
Okay,
legal.
She's so scared. She's
Yeah, I
so
am
scared.
I am
Don't
scared.
be
No, I'm not
scared.
scared at all. But I definitely got to keep it legal. But let me tell you something.
I agree.
They have different things. Even my cousin Jennifer Thomas, she is the lawyer for a Canadian company that is doing wine infused. Cannabis wine infused or whatever, so they're trying to get it to America now. So she talks to me about it all the time, and what the effects are, and what they can do, and different things. I mean, when you think about alcohol and you think about what it does to you, and then you think about the flip side of it when we talk about medical marijuana, if they can legalize alcohol, and it
Has no medicinal value.
you got it. I think we can do the same thing.
It's
And
just
so-
a matter of time. It's just everything.
Yeah, of course.
Definitely
You
a
know,
matter
I'm a state
of
representative.
when, not if.
I'm
Yeah.
a state
At this
representative,
point.
so
Yeah.
I see it. I was here. We also have in the audience we have Park Cannon, Representative Park Cannon. She's here. We voted on, some medical marijuana getting here. However, you still have to get it from somewhere. I mean, it's the craziest thing. You can't grow it here,
No,
but you
you
can get your
cannot.
prescription here.
Right. No, you can
I don't know.
legally possess it, but there's nowhere for you to get it. So you commit a crime.
Yeah.
It's over 5,000 people are registered with
Yeah,
this
so you see how we talk about hip hop and we talk about what's the culture and what's going on, and we talk about how it's in politics. So I want to talk about a couple of other things, and I want to talk about how do you feel today that hip hop is connected to politics? Do you think that hip hop has something to do with how politics is swayed nowadays? What about you, Rolanda?
I think it's a natural progression, like I said, with everything else. Hip hop is just another platform, and so it should have a voice when you have a platform. So I like the progression. I would like to see more social conscious responsibility. Um, yeah,
It's true. When you have such a huge following, you've got 2 million followers, 3 million followers, 4 million followers, and you're doing, just regular things on your Instagram. Why not use that platform to talk about real issues? And there are some celebrities out there that are doing that. And let me tell you something. Some people get so scared when you hear the word politics. When I say talk about real issues, I'm talking about things like Nike. What Nike is doing right now
Yes.
with college.
You gotta. I think
This
we
is
gotta
real
learn
issues.
to make things cool. Like it's all in perspective. But on my podcast with my brother, we would talk about everything that was happening or current events.
It's necessary. And I think that, like she said, the platform that the hip hop artists are given because of their following, they should have some social responsibility to speak up and use it in the right way, right? And there are some that are out there doing that and crossing over the lanes of politics and
So how do y'all feel?
hip
How
hop.
about what's going on with Colin Kaepernick today? How do y'all feel about that?
I love
and
that.
Serena Williams.
I love Colin Kaepernick specifically. I love it because as a business person, I love the social corporate responsibility that Nike has. You see a lot of other companies doing it, like Delta. You see, Delta will be in the Pride Parade every year, going hard with like a float or just
Yeah.
a lot of sponsorship. And I think with many success, it comes in many different ways. I like to picture it like a tree. There's not one way, and so we need individuals. We need people like you on your level. We need people in every day, like teachers and everything like that. And we need corporations to stand up and speak up. And I like that Nike didn't do it, even though they didn't have like something to lose, because you saw companies like Google and all those other social platforms. They stepped up when there was the immigration issue because they had a stake. A lot of employees were getting taken back. So I like the idea that they had the responsibility. They stepped up.
Yeah.
And that's what needs to happen. I think that what we saw today, and I saw people burning their Nike shoes and people cutting up their socks, and outrage of what's going on. But at the end of the day, people need to remember that Nike is a private company.
That's right.
And they can do whatever they want to do. And if they feel that they want to stick by him, and if they feel like a good message and that he's standing for something, I believe that it is stand for something even if you lose everything. It's kind of like their message, that if you sacrifice everything is their message that they're trying to portray, and they are portraying it. And for me, it's the same thing. In my line of work, in corporate's line of work, in any type of line of work, you have to make sure that you stand. And I like that they're promoting that with putting him as the face
Of the campaign.
Of the
Yeah,
campaign.
the
And even
NFL.
Serena Williams too. I think that everybody's coming together and saying, you know what, it's his time. And this man did not waver. This man did
It's
not
the
waver.
NFL that really, at this point, could have done something about speaking up or speaking on the behalf of Colin Kaepernick, just standing up for him. Like he was standing up for an issue, but they chose not to.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
feel like their corporate responsibility, they chose as a private company to not take a stance. And I really commend Nike for taking that chance, because it's when it comes down to it, it's the dollars. They don't want to lose sponsorships. They don't want people to stop coming to the games, right? So they chose to just ignore Colin Kaepernick and not address him
And people were still
at
coming.
all.
People were
Right.
still coming.
I
People were
think
still coming.
out of every issue, there's an opportunity. I don't think you necessarily lose everything, because that's when you think you lost, you won. A lot of
Right.
times, it's like when you look later down. So I think look what he had won. He had won. People are thinking more consciously, and it sparked such a big movement. So did he really lose? And like, you might have lost like a job. How many of us have lost a job for some reason? So I
And
mean,
another
and then
door
you might
open,
right, and you
swung
might
open.
find something better. So
That's what the Lord says. One door closes, another one opens, honey. And that door is even better than the door that was before. That's what I
right.
love, you know.
That's
And
right.
so we have to have his back. You know, I always liked him
More
because he was a
longevity.
foster
Yeah.
child. People don't know that.
I
But he
didn't know
was
that.
a foster
He's
kid.
adopted.
Yeah. And so, you know, I've always have a passion in my heart for, you know, celebrities and, you know, staples in the community that were once foster kids and made it. And for him to do that is huge because you have a fear of loss more than anyone else. You know? So, you know, I love it. I'm telling you, we got so many things to talk about today. My producers are like, let's do it. And so I love this conversation. You know, I can't even believe that, you know, we got to wrap it up and get to the next segment, but it's like, I could talk to you all day long, you know? So
Well, thank you for having me.
I want us, before you get out of here, 1 minute, can you please tell people out there in the hip hop community how important it is to get involved and speak out in politics and do what's right, and tell people that government has everything to do with everything, from the Jordans that you buy to the Forever 21 shirt you're buying. It has everything there. Tell them, get a little word. Give them a little word.
I kind of saw a text message and got distracted. Let me think. So I would leave with, you got to be a part. Like, I want to talk about my personal experience in general to wrap it up real quickly. But like, I'll take the conversation off of social media. One of the things that I was most proud of that I think I did earlier this year is that I had a fundraiser for State Representative Park Cannon, and that for me brought not just myself but other people involved to contribute to something that was bigger than ourselves. So I would say, get off of social media, stop arguing with people off of social media, and do something. May that be a conversation with your niece or nephew, your family members, but just start having a dialogue in your real life.
All right, Nicole, you got 30 seconds.
Get out and vote. If you're not registered to vote, go to gavotes.org. That's what everybody can do. Do it now. Make sure that you're registered to vote. They're kicking people off of the registered voting logs. They are. So make sure gavotes.org take on the responsibility. Vote for the legislators that you want to make the laws.
Like me. All right, thank you so much. This was your hip hop and politics segment of the Erica Thomas Show. Up next, we've got kids and politics. Thank you so much, everyone that came on the show today. Make sure you follow us on the Erica Thomas Show and on It's Erica. There it is. Let's do it.
Erica Thomas Show, where we break down news and politics in layman terms, where everybody can understand it. We start off the show with hip hop and politics, where we might interview your favorite celebrity, and we break down hip hop and let you know that it's the same thing as politics, baby. And also coming up after that, we have kids and politics, where we bring on your favorite kid stars, and they tell us all about how they feel about politics. And then right after that is the hit list, where we tell you about the fails of the week. Who failed this week in the news, and who do we need to know about? It's all happening at 6 o'clock every single Tuesday. I said 6 o'clock every single. So you better tune in. You better tune in. You better not miss it. I mean, you better not miss it. The Erica Thomas Show is on live.
What's up, guys? This is Lipstick. Starting on Tuesday, you guys will be on rollout.com or on our Facebook page, Give for Relationships. Here to help you out, man. Make sure y'all tune in from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Want to watch your favorite talk show, Lipstick and Cognac. Here with that dynamic duo. You don't want to miss Lipstick, Shadio Comics, and just Cognac Till Like It Is personality, man. It's going to be a great time. Make sure y'all tune in. Tune in on rollout.com. There's ROLLINGOUT.com. And also on Facebook, Rolling Out Facebook, man. It's going to be a great time. Y'all don't want to miss this. Great laugh, great talks, realness, truth. Man, we ain't race expert. We know what we talking about. So make sure y'all tune in. Rollout.com, man. Lipstick and Cognac.
All right, we are back live, live, live. And so before we get into the kids and politics segment, I want to just challenge you all with the word of the week. So, what is the word of the week? I'm going to give you a word, and I want to make sure that you use that word 3 times this week. So you can hit us up on our Instagram page, The Erica Thomas Show, and my page is Erica Thomas. DM us. Show us those videos where you use the word of the week. It could be funny. It could be hilarious. It could be make somebody cry, something. But you got to show us, and we will put it on our page and hopefully get it on our show. Okay? So the word of the week is bellwether. Bellwether. And I try to say it like the Google lady says it. Bellwether. Bellwether. And that means a leader, a trendsetter, first in their class and ahead of the rest. Again, that word is bellwether. Bellwether, a trendsetter, first in their class and ahead of the rest. That week. So get your kids to say it, get your cousin to say it, get your grandmama out her wheelchair and make her say the word so we can get your videos and we will show them on our next week's show. All right, so we got our kids in here today. I am so excited. I am so pumped up. We have, okay, I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Tell me your name.
My name's Anthony,
My name's Jaden.
and we're the owners of Brown Boys Lemonade.
Oh, I love it. Okay, Anthony and Jada. Okay. So you know what? Before we get started, and I want you to tell us all about everything you're doing. But can you tell us bellwether? Can you say the word bellwether?
Bellwether.
Bellwether. Can you say it?
Bellwether.
Okay. Can you use so bellwether means a leader, a trendsetter. Okay? Somebody that's a leader. Can you use bellwether in a sentence for me?
Okay, one day I'm gonna be a bellwether.
Oh, okay. What about you? You use it in a sentence.
Okay. Will Smith is definitely a bellwether.
Okay. And I heard y'all been hanging out with Will Smith.
Oh, yes, we did.
Okay, y'all been hanging out with them. Okay. And let me tell you something. You're a bellwether right now. You know that? You're a leader. You're a trendsetter. Okay.
Correct.
I love it. Okay, so this is your lemonade. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Let's get the reaction right now. Hold on. Let me taste it. Hold on now. Let me shake it up. Shake it up first.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Ooh, this is sealed and signed and sealed and delivered, ain't it? Oh, okay, I almost have to open this up. Let me see. Oh my God, this is good. Did you put your foot in this?
No.
Hold on. Oh, it's a toenail. I got a toenail. Oh,
No.
it's a toenail. You sure you didn't put a toenail in this?
No.
Okay, now I got to check the label, honey. I could have sworn it said add an extra foot and some sugar.
No.
Okay. Well, there it is. Well, your lemonade is popping. I'm telling you, where can people come? What made you do the lemonade? Tell me about it.
Well, I just wanted to get a video game when I was 7 years old, so I asked my parents if they would buy it for me. And they wanted to teach me financial independence, so they said they would pay for half of it, but I would have to come up with the other half.
Oh, wow. Now that is bellwether right there. Okay, that is a trendsetter. So you came up with the lemonade so that you can buy a video game. And you didn't know it was going to explode like that, did you?
Nope. And
Wow.
after we did that, I said, I like selling lemonade. I want to do this forever.
Oh, wow. This is amazing. Wow. Well, shout out to your parents for encouraging you to be young entrepreneurs. I love that. So, aside from lemonade, you've been making lemonade. You're a young entrepreneur. So you got to be watching the news to know what's coming up next. Do y'all watch the news? Sometimes.
I
Not
don't.
really?
Sometimes.
A little bit. You might hear it on the radio or something. Okay, so I'm going to ask you, when you hear the word politics, what's the first thing comes to your mind? One word comes to your mind.
Well, I don't actually know what politics mean.
Okay. Well, politics, it's just about government. It's about government and government things that happen in the government. So how about government? Do you know what government? You ever heard about the government?
I heard of the word, but I don't actually know if I know what it means.
Okay, well, I like that. I like you being honest. Because you could have said, when I say the word politics, you could have said, it makes me think of lemonade. Because that would have been a good commercial right there. And that was just a little insert right there. What about you? When you hear the word politics, what do you think of?
Well, I think of Donald Trump.
I love it. I love it. You think of Donald Trump. Do you like Donald Trump?
No.
Okay. I feel you. I feel you. We want to have positive things and positive life. We like to have a positive president, don't we? We want him to encourage us to be entrepreneurs, right?
Yes.
Not divide us.
Of course.
Like
Of
Barack
course.
Obama.
Like Barack Obama. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So, that's what happens when you think of politics. Okay. Have y'all ever heard of a state representative?
I heard the word, but I never.
Well, guess who's a state representative?
Who?
Me. I'm a state representative. And you know what that means? That means I make laws. Okay, have y'all heard of the law that you got to raise?
Yes.
Okay. That's law. See, I make laws. Any laws that you want me to make?
That cars can drive on the sidewalk.
Oh.
I'm tired of driving on the road.
So you want a car to drive on the sidewalk?
Yes, and people walk on the road.
I think that might cause a car accident. What about you? What do you want? What law do you want to be made?
Well, maybe you can extend the days of the week to 10 days.
And then how many days?
5 days on the weekend and 5 days of school.
So you want 5 days on the weekend and 5 days of school?
Yes.
So what you gonna do on the weekend if you got 5 days on the weekend?
Chill out.
Make some money.
Make some lemonade, right?
Yep.
I love it. So tell me, where can we get your Brown Boys lemonade?
Well, we're in a restaurant called JR Crickets, the one by Lithonia and the one on MOK.
Okay, but we need to get you in all JR Crickets. So if you're a JR Crickets owner out here and you want Brown Boys lemonade in your store, or if you have any store that you want to have Brown Boys lemonade in, please hit up you. How can they get in touch with you?
Well, you can contact us at Brown Boys Lemonade on Instagram and Facebook.
Brown Boys lemonade and Instagram and Facebook. What kind of celebrities have y'all met so far?
We met T.I., Selena Johnson, Will Smith, and I know I'm missing one more.
Who was your favorite?
Chili from TLC, actually. You
Chili
forgot
from
that.
TLC?
My favorite is Will Smith
Will Smith?
because,
He's a bellwether.
no, because his son is my favorite rapper.
Oh, okay. Do you rap?
Well, I try and I want to be one.
Okay, can you give us a little something? Can y'all give us a beat? Can we get a beat, a little something? Can we get a little beat or something? Hold on now, you don't be nervous, honey. I might come in with you. I might rap a little something for you. Hold on, let's get you a beat coming up. Let's get you a beat. Do you rap? You do a little. Oh, I am excited about this. Are y'all ready for this?
Maybe not.
Are y'all ready for this? Y'all might not be ready. I am ready for this.
Okay, look, we can try our best.
That's how it happened. Look, that's how it happened. When you had that lemonade, you put yourself out there, and now you're everywhere. Oh, we got a beat. Y'all ready?
I cannot do it.
Okay, how about I start you off?
Okay.
Let me start you off?
Yeah.
Here we go. We in the studio with lemonade. These boys are trendsetters, and they got it made. I want to hear them rap on their lemonade. We might.
Hey. Pretty. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna have shaving on that head.
Come on. He gonna rap on the beat, hey, cause it's lemonade he wants you to drink, hey.
And you know.
Love it. Our kids and politics are Brown Boys lemonade. I love it. So not only do our boys have lemonade, but they do a little freestyle. Y'all did great. That was awesome. I love it. So get your lemonade shipped worldwide. It tastes really, really good. Y'all got my reaction to it. It was amazing. So I'm just gonna ask Mama if I can order me a couple bottles. Can I get a couple bottles, Mama? I'm gonna order me a couple bottles. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for that. And again, I'm gonna ask you one more question before we get out of here. Okay? If you could have anybody in the world that could be president, who would you want to be president?
Let's see.
Either one of you. Whoever got it first. Who would you want to be president?
Michelle Obama.
Yes.
Okay, what about if you could have anybody, a rapper, a artist, anybody in the world that you wanted to be president, who could it be?
It would probably be you.
Oh, wow. I wasn't ready for that. But you know what? I accept your nomination. I accept it, you know? And I might just do that, you know? Because what was our word? Bellwether. Be a bellwether, ain't that right?
Yes.
So we're all gonna strive to
And
be.
we are bellwethers of children.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
OGs.
I like that. OGs. Okay, y'all taking it all the way. Now y'all warming up. Now they loosening up. Now I like that. I like that. So he wants Michelle Obama. He wants me to be president. I really, really love it. So we are going to wrap it up with our guest today. And you have anything to say before you leave? What you got?
That I rap and talk very loud.
I love it. What about you? What about you? What you got to say before you leave? One thing before you leave, brother.
One thing before I leave.
Yeah.
Come get some of our lemonade.
Okay. And so, are y'all doing something for the Falcons kickoff?
I don't know.
Okay. Yes. Okay. What are y'all doing? What y'all gonna do for the Falcons kickoff? I heard. Are y'all having a lemonade stand out there?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So if you want to get some lemonade, make sure that you go out to the Falcons kickoff, and they'll be selling lemonade. Look, they like, what'd you say, Mama? Mama, please tell. JR Crickets. JR Crickets is where y'all gonna have y'all Falcons kickoff, right?
Okay.
Y'all want me to come?
Yes.
Okay, I'm coming.
Please come.
I'm coming. September 16th, you can catch our Brown Boys Lemonade on September 16th at JR Crickets for the Falcons kickoff. Y'all better get y'all some lemonade. There it is. Thank y'all so much for coming.
You're welcome.
Y'all gonna come back?
I'm glad to be here, actually.
Okay. I love it. Y'all gonna come back and see me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you heard it first from the Brown Boys Lemonade.
The nation's best source for entertainment and lifestyle information now has a lineup of web-based shows and podcasts on its newest platform, Rolling Out Live, every Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For all things related to the spirits industry with 100 Proof Radio Show to cuisine with La Kitchen, and inspiration and relationships with Dunamis Women and Lipstick and Cognac. Rolling Out Live is your weekly digital destination. So tune in every Tuesday on rollingout.com and Rolling Out on Facebook. Don't miss it.
This week on The Kitchen.
Yeah. Hold up. Tune in. All right.
We got Trans Lee.
I just want to answer what y'all ask me.
We got Gray. DJ DiBiase.
All right. Yeah. Hold up.
Chef Chrissy.
Yeah. Hold up. Tune in.
Porcelain Gold.
For the Grammy, yeah, I thought you know. The kitchen got the fix and enjoy the show. Alright. Well, that's the show, man. I thank y'all for coming. And it was Thursday. Next time I hope you join us, man.
God blessing me often. I'm still living in the apartment. I know they keeping my deposit. I got burn holes in the carpet.
All I know is old. All I know is bold. All I know is stoves. Look inside the door.
All right, and we are back. I hope you are loving the Erica Thomas show so far. Please hit us up if you have any questions or comments. At the end of the show, we will go to Facebook Live and rollingout.com, and we will find out where your comments are and questions, and we might have a little bit of time to talk to you through Facebook Live. So make sure you're tuning in all the way to the end of the show because we have a lot of things in store. And so next on the Erica Thomas show, we have the hit list. The hit list. That's what I'm talking about. It's Erica's hit list. Okay? Don't want to be on my hit list. You just don't want to do it. All right, well, we're going to start out with the number 3 spot on Erica's hit list. So, we heard about Monica Lewinsky walking off the stage when asked a question about Bill. First of all, why is Monica Lewinsky still talking about this 15-year-old story? She needs to let it go, okay? Let it go and let Bill live his best life, okay? So there it is. And I want Monica Lewinsky to live her best life, okay? Because it's not just about the woman or it's not just about the man. We want them to both live their best life. You know, I want her to get a career, have a good time. You know, she's interviewing in Jerusalem, and if she's making money, she's making money. But I need her to stop being so dramatic and rocking off the stage. If you came for an interview, they paid you for the interview, you need to stay. So that makes Monica Lewinsky number 3 on Erica's hit list. Boom, there it is. Number 2 on Erica's hit list. We have been talking all day and all week. We're still going to be talking about what's going on with Nike. I love that Nike stepped up and was able to give Colin Kaepernick his fair share due, okay? If NFL couldn't do it, but they could, okay? Let him shine. Why y'all hating on him? Let Colin shine, okay? Today. So everybody that's out there burning socks and burning their Nikes, y'all are on Erica's hit list. Boom. Y'all can't be out there burning socks and burning shoes. But you know what? I don't care. As long as you buy the shoes first, then burn them all you want, because they still making money. Boom. So that makes you on Erica's hit list. And last but not least, the number 1 on Erica's hit list is the baboon story. I know y'all heard about the baboon story. Maloney, the secretary of the GOP in Beaver County. I don't even know where Beaver County is. I have no idea where that is. But wherever it is, she's on my hit list because she had a nerve to say that the NFL players were baboons for kneeling during the national anthem. Now, ma'am, you need to kneel on down and resign on out because you on Erica's hit list. Boom. The only baboon you going to be talking to is the one you're going to be visiting at the zoo because you got a lot of time off now. So that's what I'm talking about. You have made it onto my hit list. If your vocabulary, I'm just tired. Let me just break this down. I got 2 more minutes. I got a minute for this. I got to break this down. I am tired of people calling black people apes, orangutans, baboons. Anything in your vocabulary that is not my name, don't call me it. Please. Only call me Erica, Representative Thomas, Representative Erica Thomas, and you can even call me a bellwether because that's the word of the week. But do not call me a baboon because then you will be on my hit list. Bam, there it is. And you don't want to be on Erica's hit list because if list, you're going to shine on out and you're going to rhyme on out. That's a new word. I like that, shine and rhyme. But do not make it to Erica's hit list and stop calling black people baboons. And didn't you learn from Roxanne? Didn't you learn from her? Honey, Roxanne put on a red light, and they put a red light on her show, okay? She on the hit list, too. We're going to add her on in there. And DeSantis, what was you thinking? Honey, monkey this up? Are you serious right now? Only thing that's getting crazied up is your race because you're going to lose and Andrew Gillum is going to win. Boom, there it is. And let me just tell you something. What is going on with the whole, clothing and all this? Let me say something. How I feel is how I feel. And you can feel how you feel. But what you say in public and how you try to demean someone that are doing their best to make it and to show other black boys like Andrew Gillum is showing other black boys how they can make it and start off as mayor. He started off as SGA president at FAMU. My producer was there in school with him. Start off SGA president at FAMU. And now it's running for governor. He started young professionals, young elected officials, something I'm part of. Elected officials all over the country. He started that. And let me tell you something, where we have a place where we can all get together. When you got a man that's doing great things like that, and then you want to say that they're messing it up, no, you're messing it up. And that's why I done added you just right now to my hit list. Okay? DeSantis, boom, you're on it. There it is. So that was Erica's hit list, honey. We ran it all down. We got Carla Maloney. She's on the hit list. We got people that's trying to burn up Nike stuff because you mad because somebody else is shining. You on the hit list. And we got Monica Lewinsky. She on the hit list. She probably was on the hit list a couple of years ago, but she on the hit list again today. Boom, that's Erica's hit list for you. Ran it down in a couple minutes. I tried to do it early, but there it is. So now next up, we have my favorite part of the show, the breakdown, where we are going to soon break down the news and stories for this week coming up and for last week, and break it down in layman terms so you can understand. It's coming up. All right. There it is. We've got the breakdown. And so let me tell you what's on the first thing on the breakdown. We have the Chinese president. This man is giving over $60 billion in aid, loans, and packages over to invest in Africa. Oh, my goodness. China is doing it. Now, let me tell y'all something. Everybody's on this ancestry.com stuff. Everybody's doing DNA and stuff. And my family, we just did it. I'm from Cameroon and Congo. I've got 13% Nigerian in me and a little bit of Ghana. So yeah, I'm from Africa. And so I know everybody's been doing all these different DNA tests and things and finding out that they are from the motherland, Africa. Now, let me just tell you something. I could have told you for free. I probably could have told you and if you want me to draw a diagram for you and tell you your percentages, I could have did that too. But it's okay. I'm not gonna play bait on ancestry.com and everybody else. I'm gonna let them make their money. But I could have told you it was from Africa. But anyway, the point is that why are we not investing in Africa? Why are we not going to Africa? Why are we not experiencing our country? Now, people say, oh, I'm scared. I might get shot. Or I'm scared. I need to take my shots because I might get a disease if I go over there. I'm tired of those excuses. Okay? I am so tired. I've been there 5 times. And guess what? I'm still alive. Still alive. I have a library in Africa. Why can't we invest in our motherland? Okay? We were forced over here. And now you got to force us to go back. I don't understand it. I have no idea why we act like that. I think that I'm looking at my producers, I think we might come up with a trip and take people over there because y'all need to see and experience how rich the culture is. They treat you like royalty. I've been to Botswana. I've been to Namibia. I've been to Nigeria. And all of these countries, I have had the time of my life. And I'm probably going back next month. So we have to invest in our country. Don't let people come from all over the world and visit our country, and we're not going back to Africa. This place is just for you. It's made for you. It's thousands and trillions and billions of people that look just like you. Okay, the food is good and the wealth and it's so plentiful out there. And I can talk about it all day, but that is on the breakdown. So tell me, comment on the Facebook Live. Tell me, would you go to Africa? Would you go to Nigeria? Would you go to Botswana, Namibia, which is in southern Africa? Would you visit those countries? Are you scared to invest? Do you want to invest in Africa and you just don't know how to do it? Let us help you out. That's number 1 on the breakdown. Now, number 2. Let me tell you something. If you woke up this morning at 8:30 and you started watching CNN or any news outlet, you were watching what is going on with the Supreme Court Justice nominee. Okay. We have the Supreme Court Justice nominee, and I don't want to mess up his name, so I'm going to call him Mr. K. Okay. And he, I hated it for him today watching it on the screen because he didn't really get a word in because everybody was trying to shut that thing down. And that is what should have happened. How are you going to give us 46,000 documents at 11 o'clock at night at yesterday and expect us to be able to read those documents and vet this man and say this is the person that we're voting for? What is that? What kind of mess is that? You know, people might say, I don't care about the Supreme Court justice. What does that mean to me? Who cares if he gets in or he gets out? You need to care. Let me tell you, let me just break down why you need to care. The man that he is replacing, the Supreme Court justice that he is replacing, was the swing vote for abortion rights, Roe versus Wade, same-sex marriage, affirmative action, and a huge one too, another huge one too, is the powers of the president, the presidential powers. Okay, and what kind of powers that he have? You already heard this man say that he wants to be like Kim Jong-un, and he wants to have he doesn't want a democracy. He wants to be a dictator. And now we have a man that he wants in the Supreme Court seat that might be able to turn him into a dictator. So if you're not scared now, if you're not tweeting about it, if you're not Facebooking about it, you need to be doing that now. Okay? Let me tell you something. It's so important what is going on the rest of this week. They will be confirming the Supreme Court justice. Now, if you know someone that wants to have control over their body, if you are a person that wants to have control over their body, then you need to be alarmed because he could repeal Roe versus Wade. He could repeal abortion rights altogether. Now, if that's not scary, I don't know what is. Another thing that he could repeal, same-sex marriage. That could be repealed because the Republicans would have a 5-4 vote in the Supreme Court. Now, if that's not scary, I don't know what is. We have so many people out here living their best life, same-sex marriage, getting their marriage license every single day, living their best life. And these people want to stop that. Affirmative action. If you don't know what that is making sure in these colleges that people are minorities are making sure that they are able to go to college and are not getting discriminated against. We can't repeal that. And you've got the Harvard Kennedy School case out there saying that Asians are getting discriminated against with the affirmative action. But they couldn't produce not one Asian student that would say that they are getting discriminated against. So what does that mean? That means that we need affirmative action. So with that being said, let's break that down. That's abortion rights. That's same-sex marriage. That's affirmative action. That's presidential powers. 4 key things that can be repealed if at the end of this week, the Senate confirms this Supreme Court justice. So you need to share this video. You need to tell your friends, you know what? Representative Thomas told me what's going on. So when you watch the hearing tomorrow and you see how outraged people are, the senators are, how Cory Booker just kept saying, we need to close this. We need more time to look at these documents and how the president of the United States is shielding these documents. 97% of the documents that they need to do a proper background on this Supreme Court justice, this is a lifetime job. You know, when you go to an interview and you're about to get a new job, you don't know how long you're going to be to get on the job, but they have done background checks. You had to do all different types of tests and things so that you can get the job. It's the same thing, but even better because, they have to have more scrutiny on a Supreme Court justice because he is there for life. And this guy's young. I would say he's maybe a little bit older than me. He's going to be there for a really long time. There's going to be a lot of things that happen in the future that he's going to have power over. So make sure that you are outraged and you are telling people all about what is going on with this Supreme Court justice. Make sure you're watching it. Make sure you're telling your senators, calling your senators, say do not do it. We need more time. They made sure that Obama couldn't even they made him wait a whole year. He couldn't even get his nominee in. But they're rushing this nominee in overnight. Anything that comes quick is not good. I'm going to tell you that right. It's going to leave quickly. And so when it comes to Supreme Court justice, y'all need to check that out. So those are our two stories on the breakdown. You got the Chinese president giving $60 billion to Africa. You got the Supreme Court justice all week this week will have hearings to see if he is the man to make decisions over same-sex marriage, affirmative action, and abortion rights. So there it is for the breakdown. We're going to segue into our next segment, which is Ask Erica. So if you have some questions, if you have comments, if there's things that you want to be heard about, we put it on the Facebook Live. My producers are going to be watching that, and they are going to tell me what you feel and what you think. So we're going to put a little song on. We're going to give you some time to type it up. Type it up. Put it on Facebook Live and tell us what you're feeling. Tell us what you're thinking, and we'll get a couple questions in. It's Ask Erica.
It is your favorite politician, Representative Erica Thomas, and I'm excited to tell you about the Erica Thomas Show, where we break down news and politics in layman terms, where everybody can understand it. We start off the show with hip hop and politics, where we might interview your favorite celebrity, and we break down hip hop and let you know that it's the same thing as politics, baby. And also coming up after that, we have kids and politics, where we bring on your favorite kid stars, and they tell us all about how they feel about politics. And then right after that is the hit list, where we tell you about the fails of the week. Who failed this week in the news, and who do we need to know about? It's all happening at 6 o'clock every single Tuesday. I said 6 o'clock every single Tuesday. So you better tune in. You better tune in. You better not miss it. You better not miss it. The Erica Thomas Show is on live.
Your favorite entertainment source has expanded. Rolling Out, the nation's best source for entertainment and lifestyle information, now has a lineup of web-based shows and podcasts on its newest platform, Rolling Out Live, every Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For all things related to the spirit industry, with 100 Proof Radio Show, to cuisine with La Kitchen, and inspiration and relationships with Dunamis Women and Lipstick and Cognac. Rolling Out Live is your weekly digital destination. So tune in every Tuesday on rollingout.com and Rolling Out on Facebook. Don't miss it.
All right, and we are back with our last segment of the hour. I hope you all have been having a good time, as much good time that I've been having. If you have, make sure you share this on your page. Make sure you like the Rolling Out page, and make sure you tune in to rollingout.com. They've got a lot of different shows going on too as well. All right, so we are going to go to the questions and comments. We'll start with Kimberlyn Carter. Said they have some fine brothers in the motherland, aka the Brotherland. Shout out to Kimberlyn Carter for that. Yes, they do. And I got me one of them. Okay. So then we have Lucky Lady Cincinnati says, love the hip hop and politics segment. Do you believe that hip hop moguls are doing all they can to make a change in the community? Yeah, I believe that they could do more. They definitely could. And one thing they can do is come on this show and tell us what they are doing. I think that a lot of celebrities, some celebrities are doing things in the community and they don't put that out there as much as they could. But when you're a trendsetter, or our word of the week, a bellwether, you need to let people know that you are doing things in the community. Because when you buy those new Jordans, or when you buy that new Fenty Beauty, people buy it. So if you're doing things in the community, people are going to do the same thing as you because you're a bellwether. So make sure that you're showing people what you are doing in the community. I make sure that I show people. And we also do an event called Birthday Wish every other month, where we go to the Covenant House and we have a huge birthday party for the homeless teenagers that are there. And we have celebrities come in and they, show love and bring gifts and money. And we do a rap battle and a dance battle. So definitely make sure you participate in that as well. And then we have another one. I am Jones 407 is tuning in from Orlando, Florida. Shout out to Orlando, Florida. Thanks for teaching the word bellwether. Can't wait to use it. Well, you know what? We can't wait for you to use it too. So make sure you use the word of the week. DM us on Instagram, The Erica Thomas Show, or It's Erica Thomas on Instagram, and also on Facebook Live, The Erica Thomas Show. Show us your video of you using the word, or remake the video. Show us how you used it that day. How funny it was. Was it funny? Was it hilarious? Did you mess up and say something else other than bellwether? Did you say Mayweather and then thought it was something else? Let us know what you did, and we want to crack up too, and we'll show it on the next show. Another one, Miss B Worldwide says, how does a student SGA president to becoming a state representative and then the next level in government? Well, that sounds like me. I was class president in high school and now I'm a state representative. How do you do that? You just go for it. I went to the Capitol for the first time in my life. I went there. It was bells ringing. People were arguing. It was just so much going on. I mean, people were making laws and TV cameras were everywhere and fighting. And it was crazy. And I said, you know what? This is what I want to do. I love this. I love this chaos. It's amazing. So I said, you know what? Boom. This is what I'm going to do. And I did it. I started interning with State Senator Lester Jackson, and then started interning with Representative Alicia Thomas Morgan. They were making sure that I knew everything I needed to know, put me in all the programs and leadership programs that I need to do. And I just did it. Whatever you want to do, just do it. If you want to be a doctor, walk into the doctor's office and say, excuse me, Dr. Romel, I want to work for you. You never know. It's either a yes or a no. There it is, So that's the questions that we're going to do. We have a lot more questions coming up, but you know what? We got to wrap up this show. I am so excited. This was great. This was so great. I had a lot of fun. It was just like I was sitting in my living room just talking to, regular people, so it was good. We had Rolanda on. We had Nicole on. Rolanda, she has a show out here with her brother, Lil Duval, who is out here. He's in the Bahamas out there. And so they talked about medical marijuana. We talked about Nike. We talked about so much stuff. Make sure if you want to look at this show again, you can replay it. It'll be on Rolling Out's Facebook Live page. And also, it's going to be on my YouTube channel, The Erica Thomas Show, on Thursdays at 6 o'clock. So we want to thank all of our guests, Brown Boys Lemonade, for coming out, giving us that free lemonade. That was amazing. The kids were hilarious on Kids in Politics. If you missed the show today, you want to catch it, you can watch it again on Rolling Out Live's Facebook page. And you can also see the edited version where we'll add some funny little snippets in there on Thursdays at 6 o'clock on my YouTube page, The Erica Thomas Show. Make sure you follow us on all your social media outlets, The Erica Thomas Show, and my personal page is It's Erica Thomas. I'm so excited to have you all. Make sure you tune in next Tuesday and every Tuesday at 6 o'clock. There's The Erica Thomas Show.